Although it looked like CSGO devs took the weekend off and decided to let Operation Broken Fang stay a few days past its end date, the operation is now officially over, along with a new case, new maps, and more that we'll get into in this new update. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new and want to learn more about CSGO investing, skins, and more. But for now, let's get right into it. So first, let's cover how this affects investments, as that's mainly what my channel is about. Unfortunately, if you did invest in Operation Broken Fang cases, these things are absolutely plummeting in price as we speak. I don't even know how much they're worth right now. I'll edit it in on screen, but as of before this operation, they were like 90 something cents. So whatever's on screen now, that's what they're at now, which is probably really bad. But these things are absolutely plummeting because they have the exact same gloves that were in the Broken Fang case, which obviously is very bad. People don't really want to open that case anymore. So for the very least, for the Broken Fang case, as we've already seen what a re-release of the same gloves has done for the Shattered Web case, it's not going to be good. And although I was wrong that I didn't think this case was going to have Broken Fang gloves and thought it would be the one after this case, it wasn't too big of a surprise that this was eventually going to come sooner or later. And I hope you guys saw my videos on why the Broken Fang case was a horrible investment before this, as if not, you could be in a lot of trouble. But something good about the whole new case situation is that, in my opinion, it's got some of the best looking skins we've seen in a while. The red M4 looks absolutely incredible and is really unique. The pinks are good except for the XM, but there's always one bad pink skin, and even the purples, especially the Deagle and the AK, are really clean, and I like them a lot. I think they're great for crafts and just good looking skins in general, and potentially gonna be highly sought after these first few weeks of the new case being out. So a trade up video might come out soon, and if I find a profitable opportunity, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But final thing for Operation Broken Fang. If you do still have stars, you are able to spend them until the 15th, or they will just become absolutely useless after that. So be sure to spend the last of your stars if you haven't yet. But as for if you should sell your Broken Fang cases right now, the new case is going to be pretty expensive for quite a few weeks. As we can see by the trend of fracture cases, these things don't just suddenly go from $15 to $1 on the Steam market in just like a day or two. It takes a while. And with it being released right after the operation this time around instead of many months after, people are probably still going to be opening and buying Broken Fang cases for a bit, because they'll obviously be cheaper than the new case for a bit. But at the same time, I think with such a huge supply of Broken Fang cases this time around, and obviously a lot of people are going to be panic selling because of that, it might just be better to sell ASAP, as even though the new case is going to be really expensive for a while, there's just so many people that are going to be selling Broken Fang cases that I don't think it'll cause a significant increase in price at all. And if I could reach out to every CSGO player and say, hey, if you hold for a while, maybe you could all make some money, I can't do that, as even if 10,000 people watch my videos, that's technically not even a lot in the grand scheme of things compared to the monthly CSGO players. So unfortunately, I can't help everybody. Some other interesting things in this update are that Premier, which allows you to veto maps at the beginning of a match instead of just queuing whatever maps you want, is now officially staying in the game, which I think is great, and so are retakes, which I think is really good as well. I actually made a video talking about how I thought both of them should stay in the game when they originally came out, and I obviously think it's great that the devs actually did it. So shout out to the CSGO devs. Both are great game modes. Another thing that is just absolutely massive is that Train has been replaced in the active duty pool for Ancient. I honestly think this is a really great change. I'm sure a lot of you are going to disagree, but I personally hate Train and find it incredibly boring. I would have liked Dust 2 to be removed first, but I mean, you can't win every fight. I'll take minus Train for sure, and Ancient being a new map, I love seeing new maps all the time, so it's good that CSGO devs are finally starting to switch up maps in the pool, which I think is a much needed change that honestly everybody seems to want, and it's good to see diversity in a game that has had the same map for years upon years, especially with Valorant being a competitor now, and this is a great start along with Vertigo. But we won't be seeing any new maps in the Pro Play too soon. CSGO devs stated that the upcoming RMR event will still use the old map pool, but beyond that, who knows. I would love to see pro teams play a new competitive map. Vertigo is pretty fun to watch for pro play, and the strats on Ancient could be a lot different than other maps. Ancient also received some pretty significant updates around the A site and some smaller changes to the B site, which included new routes to A, widened entrances, and some other small changes, and a widened plant area on B site. And I'm sure as time goes on, we'll see more small changes just like we saw with Vertigo, and eventually it'll be a good pro map. I'm sure it's got a ways to go though. And finally, the only other real stuff to talk about is CSGO now having a 360 stats menu, which for some reason costs 99 cents a month to see, but it allows you to see how destroyed you're getting in your Gold Nova games against really good players that can hit you while spinning and facing the ground at the same time. So really cool stuff. You're just paying to see how destroyed you're getting or how much you're destroying people. So it's really cool. Still don't know why it costs money, but I mean, it's Valve, so we can't be too surprised. Making billions probably off cases is not enough, I guess. But Mocha and Grind are now two maps that are available in competitive scrimmage. Maybe we'll see one of them get moved to actual competitive eventually, but they're both just scrimmage for now. And Calavera, if I'm saying that right, and Pit Stop are two new maps available in Wingman as well. But I want to keep this video fairly short and don't want to walk through 4 new maps, so I recommend just checking them out for yourselves. But as per usual, let's quickly talk about the sponsor of this video before we hop off, LootBear. LootBear is a site where you can rent up to $1,200 in CSGO skins for as low as $15 a month. It's a great way to use expensive CSGO skins without breaking your bank. Like I was able to use this Pink Galaxy Phase 1 Karambit Doppler for extremely cheap. And if you use my code at the top of the description and enter your information on the site, you'll be able to get a free 10-day trial to test out some sick skins as well. So I highly recommend it. It's 100% safe, trust by other YouTubers, trust by bigger YouTubers like Swagger Souls, who I am nowhere near as big, so be sure to check it out. It's completely safe and a great way to use skins for cheap. But besides all that, I think that does pretty much wrap it up for this video. I'll probably have another one out tomorrow talking about the new update and how to profit from it, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see that and more CSGO skin news. But as for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.